It's 1,000% true. So, especially if we've endured some level of trauma, the brain does its best to go ahead and protect itself from essentially reliving that pain, especially when it doesn't have the coping skills.
Absolutely. And so when it gets triggered into going into the survival brain, where most people go into is noticing that it's taking different aspects of their life. It's taking different parts of them as a human being that they wanted to live in their life. However, with this thing called anxiety, it's making it so they can't be as social, or can't be as outgoing, or maybe that dream of being up on stage or writing a book, like all these types of dreams start to falter. And so then what they do is they're so upset at anxiety, when if we really look at anxiety, it's just marked, like I mentioned before, as a bodyguard. And so if you were to hire a bodyguard to say, hey, protect me from harm, protect me from risk, protect me from, bad guys and things like that, would you actually just like punch your bodyguard in the face? Or would you actually go to your bodyguard and say, hey, thank you so much for protecting me?
Yeah.
And so, really, there's a language that we have within the subconscious, right? And a lot of us, instead of hating and punching the anxiety, instead, when we actually learn to work within the anxiety and say, hey, you know what? I appreciate you're trying to keep me safe, but I also want you to know that when I became financially free, I'm also going to be safe.
Yeah.
Even though it might be unfamiliar, if I'm not used to financial freedom,